Hi everybody. Today we're gonna be talking about the Crusades. The Crusades are very known in today's world, but they are not studied in a deep way. So we're going to answer principal questions that are what, when, where, who, why, how many they were, who else participated, and which consequences. So first, what? There were a series of military expeditions and religious wars driven by the Catholic Church. Second, when and where. They occurred in the Middle Ages, in the period between 1095 and 1271. They were made in different territories of Latin Christian Europe. For example, in countries as Spain, France, Italy, and other countries of the east of Europe. Who participated? The Christian Latin Europe had the principal role in the Crusades. They were principally controlled by France and the Holy Roman Empire. But after a few years, other crusades were made, and all the Christian, Muslim, Protestant, and Jewish kingdoms that inhabited Europe had participated in the crusades. Why? Well, the main objective that the Crusades had were to establish the control of the Roman Apostolic Church over the entire Holy Land. In context, the Holy Land was removed from the Christian orbit for centuries, except for the pilgrimages that were allowed to pilgrimage depending on the moment. However, its true purpose was to extend Alejo's Byzantine Empire first. This requested to protect the Christians of Eastern Europe and punish those who violate Christian commandments. How many there were? So in total there were 8 crusades, but each one was different from another. But we're gonna talk only about the first and last crusade that were the most important. So the first crusade occurred in the age of the 1000 years. People fearful of God, women and children responded to the call of Pope Urban II, who in November 1095 summoned the Christians to liberate Jerusalem. But this first crusade called popular failed and most of its members were massacred without being able to approach the Holy Land. So it wasn't successful in that moment. Then we have the Second Crusade, the Third Crusade, the Fourth Crusade, the Fifth, the Sixth, the Seventh, and in the last crusade, after the Muslim conquest of various territories, Louis IV tried to besiege Tunisia. The siege was a failure and the monarch died before the walls of the city, victim of the plague. Who else participated? So all over the world there were people who also participated in the Crusades. First we have the Islamic world began a process of cultural decline despite its victory over the Crusades. Then we have the pragmatists prevail in Muslim religions. They tried to limit exchanges with the Christian enemy. Then we got the republics of northern Italy participated in the Crusades to defend their commercial interests. And finally, we have outrageous actions such as the destruction of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre ordered by Jerusalem by Fatim Caliph. So, well, the Crusades affected the world in many ways, but here are some examples. First, wars favored commercial exchanges. This fact led to the rise of the bourgeoisie. In the political area, they consolidated the authority of the papacy over the whole of Christendom. It really influenced territorial expansion in places as the Iberian Peninsula. They gained control of the Mediterranean trade routes, and they supported the expedition of Christopher Columbus. Some locals in Venice, in particular, benefited significantly in economic terms. Here are some images of the Crusades, and thank you for your attention.